Now, just in the field here, it's been a long dry spell. All I have succeeded in doing is picking a few stones, but you might see a few black piles here and there throughout the field. And as I said in the beginning, this will be a type of an experimental plot for me to try different things. In this case, I gathered up a lot of the sods. One of the disadvantages of ploughing rushy land is when the tilling process is undergone, a lot of sod, rushy sod, can come to the surface, which leaves it very messy, particularly if you're trying to level after harrowing. So what I have done here, I've collected a lot of them, and I have, I suppose, done my version of what I would call biochar. Now, biochar is a carbon compound like charcoal, which is a very good soil amendment. I have some here, for example. You see it there. It's a charcoal-y type material, and that is from burning the rush sods. So there'll be burnt everything in that: clay, rushes, in some cases bits of twigs and everything. But you're left with this sort of compound. Now, I'm going to spread that around because that acts as a soil enhancer, as well as the ash will be containing potash. You see the ash down deeper in here. It's more ashy, but that will be a very beneficial soil amendment when it's spread out. And I have at the minute about 12 piles of this. I had a very busy few days gathering these rushes in the heat, letting them dry out and then burning them. So I've only a little bit more left to do up at the top of the field. I have asked the man who harrowed the field to come back when there's some indication that the weather is going to change, that there's going to be rain, because this is, as you can see, it's like a desert. And what I've asked him to do is, there are spots in the field which are very high. Now, this was due to some of the issues when we were ploughing, the ground being wet and the plough having to be raised and certain changes having to be made in the actual ploughing. Down here, just looking down here, there is one very bad furrow. It's in towards the hedge there. So what I've asked him to do is, when he comes, I want him to go up and down on the highest spots in the field. There's about 3 of them. And I want him to put the levelling bar on the back of the harrow. And I want him then to use that to drag some of the material into those hollow areas to fill them in. And then I want him to start at the bottom from down there and to harrow up the whole way, go round by the headland, down by the side, and round again and take his next pass. I don't want any turn or any cross harrowing of any description. I want it to be straight, just coming straight up the field here like that. When that's done, I'm ordering my seed. Hopefully we'll get, it's amazing to be thinking we're looking for rain, but hopefully we'll get some rain so that I can get this seeded, because there's going to be a shortage of fodder here this year if we don't get more grass. And the only way we'll get more grass is if we can set it or sow it. I think it's sow, you say sow grass. So that is my biochar. I'm going to scatter that out with the shovel in a few spots here, and I'll keep an eye, a measure from, we'll say, the hedgerow. I'm going to walk the area that I spread it in, and I'm just going to keep an eye in the future to see if there any improvement in, we say, grass growth or anything different about the areas that were amended with this sort of charcoal based product, as opposed to areas that didn't get any of it. So there's another one of those piles, about a barrow full of charcoaly material in it. You can see it there. Yeah, there. That's it there. Biochar, another amendment to soil to improve fertility.